I have a stack of new items from Erin Condren. Most of them are from the new Focus collection. I'm relatively new to the Focus collection and I thought it might be fun to take a look at it together. So let's see what we've got. This little guy is the Focus Pocket Planner in the color Camel. It's a tiny 12-month planner that's new for 2021. It runs January through December. You may have seen the colorful layers and the neutral layers pocket planners that were released a few weeks ago. The pocket planners, this guy's 3.5 by 6.25 inches. It's got 80-pound text weight paper. Right now, the Focus version of the Pocket Planner only comes in Camel. I'm really hoping they bring it out in Blush and Slate. We'll have to see though. There is an option to get the blind imprinting here on the front. You can have, I think it's up to 4 letters or 4 numbers. And Pocket Planners retail for $18. And I believe there's a $5 upcharge if you want the blind imprint. So it has the pinstripe cover, the cover title page, 2021 and 2022 year at a glance. It goes into your monthly view. Next you have like a productivity dashboard goal setting page. Over here, monthly goals, important dates, to-dos, and lined paper. Next it goes into the weekly view. You've got Monday through Sunday, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday each have half a sheet over here. Same for every week throughout the month. Very minimalistic. I love it. As much as I love the deco that they have at the top for the layers, both neutral and colorful, and flower power. There's a lot to be said, I think, for just the simplicity of not having the extra noise. So after the last week of the month, you've got an open spread of lined note paper, and then you dive right into the next month. This has 2 bookmarks. This one's kind of a soft slate blue color, and this one's kind of a light charcoal color. At the very end of the planner, you have some extra notes pages. And there might be, I think there's a contact page too. Where are you? Maybe there's not. Okay, so no contacts pages. They do have that little gray coloring shading for each month, so you can have a better idea of where, each month is. Kind of take a look at, if you're looking for July, count down to 7, and there you go. So again, it's 12 months, starts in January 2021 and runs through December 2020. This little one I like a lot because I feel like it's going to fit in whatever bag I bring with me, whether it's, a laptop bag, whether it's my purse. It would be great for tracking small health things. Like my youngest daughter comes home a lot with migraines, and she doesn't get enough of them to take any preventative medication. I think her doctor says she needs to have 3 or more a week before they'll medicate her. She has about 1 to 2 a week, but she's been coming home from school a lot because they don't have an area for her to rest in. That area is for quarantine because of COVID. So last year what she would do is just have some quiet time laying down in the nurse's office. Now she can sit in a chair, but she does end up coming home a lot. So I think this will help us stay on top of that. Or because I don't want a full big planner for gratitude. It's been really hard for me this year to focus on a lot of positive things with everything going around. But I think that this is just enough space to just jot down something that somebody did that was nice, or things that I'm grateful for, without having like a scripted prompt or anything to write about. I think this might be really good for that too. So I'm kind of digging this little pocket planner right now. Next, I have this guy. which is the Focus Notebook, also in camel. They're 7x9, just like the standard Erin Condren Coiled notebooks. Mine is a gold coil and blind imprinting that says 2021. It doesn't look like there's an additional cost for choosing the gold coil like there is with the LifePlanners, which I think is awesome. The Focus Notebook has 160 sheets of paper. Mine's lined, but they also come in graph paper and blank sheets. The cover, let's kind of give you a quick view, but the cover is vegan leather. And it comes in, like I said, this one's camel. It's also available in black, blush, harbor, which I think is like a warm tone pale gray. I haven't seen it in person, so I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like in all the pictures. And then slate blue, which is kind of like a light blue, but not super soft like a baby blue. It's kind of a, I don't know how to describe it, but it's awesome. It's one of my favorite colors right now. You know, I did mention the blind imprinting. Again, you can have it up to 4 letters or numbers. And there is a $5 upcharge if you want that option. I think they retail for $21 other than that. And again, it's the 80-pound text weight paper. It's most pens that I use on this don't bleed through. If you're going to use like a Sharpie or something, it might. But the gel pens, the ballpoint pens, the dual tip markers don't bleed through on this. So I really like that. One of the other things I really like about this is that the covers are not interchangeable on this, but because of that, I think they feel a little bit better, right? This guy's a little more bendy than the notebooks that have the laminate covers over them, which, I don't know, it feels good. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it feels good. I like holding it. But if you don't like the fact that they are not interchangeable, there is a tiny bit of room up here in the front and the back. You could probably snap on an interchangeable cover on top of it. If you really want to change the look of it, that might work out for you. So again, this is the Focus Notebook with the vegan leather cover. Next, I also have a Focus planner. This guy is I've wanted to try the Focus planners for a long time, but I wasn't sure how I would feel about the horizontal spread. And I'll show you that in just a second. But primarily for the past few years, I consider it memory planning, right? It's not necessarily functional. I have my functional plan in my cell phone on my calendar with reminders, but it helps me remember what's going on when I can just quickly open it up and see at a glance. But so I've been doing memory planning in the LifePlanner in vertical. It's really glitzy, use washi tape and cute stickers and all that. Kind of overkill, but I love it. This, I think, is really going to help me focus on like if page, I'll tell you more about it when I get there, but again, these guys are 7x9, like the standard Erin Condren Life Planners. Mine is a silver coil, blind imprinting again. Mine says 2021. Again, you can get initials. You can get as few. You don't have to get any letters or numbers. You can get up to 4. Like if you just want to put your initials, like KP, I would put KP on mine, or maybe KLP. But for the year, I thought it'd be really good to have 2021. Focus planners, they are available. Again, you can get it in a gold coil. And like the Focus Notebook, it doesn't look like there isn't an additional cost for the gold coil, which again is awesome. And just like the Focus Notebooks, the 12-month planner covers are vegan leather and are available in black, blush, camel, harbor, and slate blue. The year at a glance, you've got January through December 2020. There are some line pages here where you can jot down notes and things. They've got the neutral, kind of a deep gray color for the tabs, which I like. You've got your holidays at a glance right here. I feel like Erin Condren added some holidays this year to try to be a little bit more inclusive. I love that, but I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I personally like having the holidays in my planners, because that's less effort for me to have to add them. But I feel like you're almost always going to accidentally overlook something and maybe not have as many holidays as everybody would want in there. So I'm on the fence about it, but I do like that they are slowly adding more holidays to the calendars. You got something similar to this in the Life Planners. You've got the 12 boxes, but they don't have the month labels, so you could use those however you want. These are nice. You can put dates in, but what I really like about this, there are 5 lines for each month, which if you want to keep track of something weekly, you're never going to have more than 5 weeks a month. So you could just write down each week and whatever you're tracking. If you want to track, I don't know, like for me one time I did steps that I took for the total weeks, and I could see, you know, if I took more steps, fewer steps on a week by week basis. I didn't really do anything with that information, but I thought it was cool to see. So lots of possibilities there. You can write important dates. I think that's probably what it's for. But I like the fact that you can use each line for a week of that particular month. It starts again right off the bat with your January monthly spread. You've got the mini calendars last month and next month. Your holidays are pre-populated. You've got notes on the side. Then you have a dashboard that you can customize. I'm not sure if they're calling it a dashboard. Your productivity page, but you have 3 separate sections, and you can choose what you put in there. You don't have to white out anything like some of us used to with the Life Planners. If you don't want to put important birthdays, important dates, goals, things like that, you can use it for whatever you want. And you know, again, it's got 3 separate sections. So if you're tracking different things, like if you're planning work, if you have important things you want to focus on for work up here, things with family here, if you have school down here. I mean, I don't know, if you have any ideas, definitely let me know. But I like that there's a little bit of flexibility there. There's also the check boxes in really faint gray color with lines next to it, a box here that you can use for various different things. And then you've got a full sheet of dot grid paper. You have that each month. Then you dive right into your weekly spread. And here's what I was talking about. This for me would be a lot more functional, because if I write down what time my daughter goes to work, she has a part-time job, she's in high school, she has some after-school activities. Both of my high school girls are learning remotely this year, but they have to go up to school for certain events and tests, so I can write down the times they need to be there, the various practices, things like that. So I think when I just write those things down, I think it would be hugely helpful versus in my memory spread where it's kind of all over the place. So again, it's focused. It's funny, see what I did there? I can focus on the time with the focus collection. And then over here, I would plan on using this for to-dos. There aren't check boxes over here, and that's fine, but I want to use it for check boxes. So I might either draw those in, I might draw dashes. I wonder, I bet I do. Grab these guys. I have these washi tapes from, I think it was one of the previous seasonal surprise boxes, I think. And I'll show you this again at the tail end of the video, but these dots might be good for to-dos. I can put some in. If I really didn't want to draw the boxes for to-dos and I wanted to use that section for to-dos, I could probably use these. So this is what a weekly spread looks like. You've got Monday through Sunday. You've got a full line for Saturday and a full line for Sunday. And then you have a notes section for each week. It's lined over here, and then you've got your to-dos over here. So if you have something you want to focus on all week versus a specific day, you have space for that here. And you have that for every week, month. And then at the end of every month, you have 2 full sheets of lined paper, and then you dive right into the next month. So I like that, and I am actually super excited to get started on this. One of the things that I don't like about when these new planners come out for 2021 is I have to wait for January. I'm going to start using them now. At the tail end of this guy, you've got a notes section with a couple sheets of lined paper, and then here's where the contact the contact paper was, contact sheet was, that I was thinking was in the pocket planner, but it's not. It's in this guy. What I like about this is the only word they have pre-populated here is name. So, you know, if you just want to write their phone number, just want to write their email address, or just want to write their, I don't know, one of their social media handles, you can do that. You don't have to feel pressured to put additional information out there just because there's a line that says you must enter the phone number here. So I like that. It's pretty basic and clean cut. And then at the back, you've got your 2022. Gosh, that seems like a lifetime away. Your 2022 year at a glance with dots for important dates and lines at the bottom if you want to write some things down. And then on the back, and this is the same thing with the focused notebook and the focused pocket planner, you've got the, I don't know if you can see this with the black, but you've got the Erin Condren line and boss logo on the back there. So those are the main things that I have for the focus collection. Actually, I lied. I forgot about writing utensils. I've got these guys. This is one of their new mechanical pencils in Harbor, which to me, it's such a smooth light gray that it almost looks white. It's not, if we can compare it to white right here. It's super light though, and it's kind of a warmer tone gray. But it has this teeny tiny eraser up here, which is adorable. And then it is 0.07 millimeter lead. When I heard Erin Condren was introducing a new pencil, I was kind of worried that it might be the 0.05 millimeter like their other pencils. And I don't know, maybe I write with a heavy hand, but every time I write with the 05 lead, I snap it. It breaks all the time. It drives me crazy. So I love that they have one with the 0.07 now. So really looking forward to this. So this is part of the Focus collection. They also have two more of these that are not in the Focus collection. They have mid-century circles on them, both, and it's Harbor. It's the same color, but you've got, I think it's silver. It might be white, silver or white mid-century circles on the barrel up here. And then there's a really pretty blue color called Lagoon. So that's one of the new writing utensils. The other one is not really new, but the options are new. We've got the 3-pack of dual tip markers. The black dual tips have been around for a while, and it's one of my most used dual tips that I have. What I wasn't crazy about is the fact that if I needed to replace my black marker, I'd have to grab either the classic dual tip 3-pack or 6-pack, or the Earth 6-pack, which would come with extra colors that I might not need for a while. So if you find yourself reaching for your black dual tips more than any other colors, you may want to check this out. So the fine point end, if you're new to these, it's 0.6 millimeters. Writes like a thick pen, and then the medium tip is 1.2 millimeters, and it writes like a fine tip marker. So I dig these. I love that they came out with just the black and the 3-pack. So they kind of made my day when I saw these. Okay, that is it for the Focus collection, I promise. Now, new to the Erin Condren calendar collection. This is a 12-month calendar. It runs January through December 2021. It has layers, colorful designs, reversible inspiration quotes, and 234 gold foil functional stickers. So they had something similar. I don't think it was a 12 by 12. I think they were bigger sheets. But this is for, 2021 12 by 12 standard size calendar, which I like because then I can just pop it in the organization center that I have in my hallway that the kids use. So here's January. It says, wherever you are, be all there. And then it's just pretty standard. It's not, the paper's thick, but it's not quite as slippery as the calendars I'm used to. Like I usually just grab cheap calendars from Walmart. And it has like the glossy paper that I have to use permanent markers or else it's going to smear. So kind of excited about that too. It has the holidays pre-populated. February says, do it with all your heart. I like March because I like this mint color. March says, change your thoughts and change the world. April says, create your own sunshine. Good things are coming. Keep believing. The way you speak to yourself matters. It's June. July says, progress is impossible without change. I think this one's my favorite because I do like blue a lot too. And this quote reminds me a lot of Frederick Douglass's, without struggle, there is no progress. So I kind of like that a whole lot. August says, be brave, do good, stay you. September says, you are what you manifest. October is invest in people who invest in you. November says, your time will come. December says, embrace what's next, which is kind of awesome because you're going into a new year. Then the last page is your year at a glance, starting January 2021 through December 2021. There's a section that says in the coming year. You can either write things you're looking forward to, you can write goals, you could do all types of things. And here's just a quick shot of what all of those say. In terms of the stickers, again, they're gold foiled. Colors are in line with, the theme of the layers colors throughout the month. There are 234 of them, which is kind of a lot. I like them. They all seem relatively functional. You've got a happy birthday, celebrate, love it, take note, appointment, types of things. So I'm looking forward to trying this. I haven't tried one of the Erin Condren wall calendars before. So that is new today. And then the last thing I actually got in the mail recently is the 12-month Coiled Colorful Layers Life Planner. I think it's a 12-month. You can get, if you order the 2021 calendars right now, I think you also have a 15-month option that would start in October of 2020 and run through December of 2021. But if you're a January to December person, then you can get the 12-month, which starts January 2021 and ends in December 2021. So this one's 12-month. And it has the layers colorful design. You've got your vellum that they had in the life planners for this year with the 18-month. You've got your dashboard. Your quotes up here, have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. You've got your year, I don't want to call it a year at a glance because it does start in July 2020, so a year and a half at a glance. July 2020 through December 2021. I like using the colorful date dots that are translucent, is that the right word? You can kind of see through them, but not all the way, to color code important dates. That's what I like that for. This is kind of what I was hinting at when we looked at the focus planner. They had on the one sheet the January through December, and they had 12 boxes. But this is, again, the 12 boxes. You can use them, one for each month, however you want. What I do with my life planner, because it is my memory keeping, is I do write January through December, and then I write each week, and then what sticker kit I used, if I ever want to look back at that. But you could do goals per month. You could do all types of different things. Each month has a new quote on the cover. It goes into your 2-page monthly spread. It's got the holidays populated, your little deco at the top with the layers, and then you've got notes on the side. And this, what I'm going to use this for, is work. At work, I'm a project manager, scrum master, and we have a lot of calls. They're usually short calls, anywhere from 15 minutes to 30 minutes to an hour and a half, right? So I like that you can, there's the dash line for the half hours, so you can start there. What I'm using right now for work is the daily life planner binder, but that one runs out in December, so I'm going to roll right into this one. I love the daily because on the side it's got my hours, and then it's got a to-do over here, and then it's got a big box at the bottom that I can use for various things. The problem is I only have like 3 or 4 to-dos that I've been writing down on a daily basis, right? So I'll have 3 or 4, and then I'll have meetings all day from say 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then I don't know what to do with that big box at the bottom. I have 2 sprint teams, so I can maybe take notes about those, but it hasn't been very practical for me. So I want to step away from that, and I want to try doing my work week just on 2 pages. And then Saturday and Sunday, I could probably just use this for extra to-dos if I would need to, and then probably stop at 5 o'clock or 4 or 5, and then write my to-dos at the bottom. So this is the 12-month hourly life planner, and they do have different customization options, but that's the one that I have right now, and I'm planning on using it for work. Really looking forward to it. I don't know, I'm getting so excited about 2021, but I felt the same way about 2020, and then it was just not what we planned, right? So maybe that is where we all start planning with pencils instead of pens, right? I've heard people make jokes about that. But with the colorful life planners, I use the colorful dual tips. So I don't know, if I wanted to go with something erasable, I might miss having the colored option. So we'll see. But you've got January, you've got 1 week on every page. Then at the end of the month, you've got just 1 sheet of lined paper. Then you roll into the next month with your quote. February is do it with all your heart. March is change your thoughts and change the world. April, create your own sunshine. May, good things are coming, keep believing. June is the way you speak to yourself matters. July, progress is impossible without change. Are these sounding familiar? Be brave, do good, stay you for August. I skipped a page. Each month also has this dashboard. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. They would have like birthdays, goals, and then you kind of prompting you to use those boxes in a certain way. They stepped away from that so that you can kind of customize it how you want, which I like. I've seen people do a lot of different things with these dashboards. I wish I was half that creative. I know people come up with great ideas, but since I'm using this for work, I'm not sure how I'm going to use that. But what I do with my vertical is I print out a couple small pictures and put them here. I'll write a paragraph or 2 about how the month went. I will write what my goals are, and I always forget to look at them. So I have no idea, if I'm hitting those or not. So I might change how I use it because I'm not using it that way. Again, I do weekly steps here and then my monthly steps. But if there are a different number of days in each month, like 30 versus 31, my steps aren't really going to line up anyway. And I don't do anything with that information other than, oh, hey, I took more steps this week than I did last week. So I don't know that I'm going to continue doing that. Down here, I put lines in, and then I have fun money, mad money that I spend on little things like planners and stickers and washi tape. And I have a specific amount of money each month that I want, that I don't want to go over for stuff like that. So I keep track of that on these lines and balance and things like that. So it's by no means a budget. I do budgeting digitally. I can't do it on paper. I just can't. So it's not, for me, it wouldn't be practical if I was trying to do like a family budget or anything like that. But just for my small pocket of mad money, I think that's a great use for that space. So back to the quotes, right? Sorry, I got distracted. You are what you manifest. October is invest in people who invest in you. November is your time will come. December is embrace what's next. And then we have a note section. And you've got lined paper, just a couple sheets there. You have a colorful contact sheet. You've got a name and 2 bullet points. Again, they're not telling you write down the phone number and email address, but I feel like those are the most common 2 fields, and they have 2 bullets, so it works out. Also in the back of here is 2022 year at a glance. You've got your dots for important dates, and then lines at the bottom. A final quote a strong foundation is built on infinite layers, which goes hand in hand with their layers theme, which I think is cute. You've got, I believe it's 4 pages of foiled stickers. Some of them deco, some of them functional. These are my favorite. It just has the simple line right there. You've got your, what's this called? Is it a keep it together folder? Something like that. I think that's what it's called. But it's got 2 pockets here. And then you've got your perpetual calendar, and we can talk a little more about this too here in a second. But this has interchangeable covers. You can write with a wet erase marker, dry erase marker. It comes with the snap and ruler. You've got this package of extra goodies. Mine is a gold coil again with the LifePlanners. It's $10 extra for either the gold, the rose gold, or the black. It comes standard and platinum. And what else should I say about this? It also comes, I mentioned the vertical. That's what I use for memory keeping. Horizontal, which is a little bit more similar to the layout of the Focus collection. It's got a horizontal layout, and then this guy is the hourly. And the interior options come, and that's where you'd see this kind of decorations up at the top. It comes with flower power. You'd see them here too. The colorful layers, which is this one, and the neutral layers. We looked at the monthly quotes. We looked at the monthly notes and productivity pages. We looked at the 4 sticker sheets. It's called a Keep It Together folder. That's what it is. A snap and ruler. The planner storage box, which last year I think it used to be just a solid pale blue, or the year before, and then they switched to the lighter mid-century circles. There's that, and then we've got a little packet of goodies that come with all of them. It comes with these little inspiration cards, which are kind of my favorite, right? You can leave them randomly for people to let them see. You've got a gold one that says, "I'm so proud of you." You got the purple one, or in rose gold, it says, "Your potential is endless." And silver, "You lift me up." It comes with the gift labels and the circle label you can put on your box if you want to put the year or whatever you might plan for. You can use that sticker for it. And then it also comes with 2 20% off coupons. You can use one for you, give one to a friend or family member. You can keep them for yourself. I won't tell. But those come with all of them. So the Perpetual Calendar. This is also available if you don't want a LifePlanner, but you want a Perpetual Calendar. You can buy this individually also. So it basically just lists each month and the number of days. This was something else I was toying around with for focusing on gratitude, because I don't need a lot of space. This is small. It could fit in my purse. It might get banged up because it is paper with a relatively thick cover, but if it's in my purse, it's going to get messed up. But you could just write down each day, you know, what happened or what you're looking forward to. A lot of different possibilities that you can use there. I think the intent was to write down holidays and important events that happen every year, you know, perpetually. But every year I get a new LifePlanner, and every year one of these is in there. So I get a new one and I just go ahead and use the new one. So I don't know, some people use it for meal planning. I tried that, but meal planning is not something I've been able to stick to. I think our schedules change a lot. Nobody's ever home at the same time, constantly coming and going. So it's hard to kind of plan ahead. I know some of you are probably rolling your eyes because it's really not that hard, but for me it is, and we can't stick to it. So it didn't work out for me. I might try some other type of meal planning later this year, early 2021. I just don't know yet. So that is the Perpetual Calendar. Okay, and that was everything that I got in the mail, but I do want to show you some things I already have as part of the existing Focus collection, similar to things in the new Focus collection. So I have the Padfolio, the 4-piece set that came with the fall seasonal surprise box. It's very similar to the Focus Padfolio 4-piece set. Focus Padfolio doesn't have the Let's Get It Done script on the front. It's just a solid, smooth navy blue one. It's really sleek. It does have a 9x9 square pad with Monday through Sunday, and then a weekend box. The script isn't, on the Focus one, is not quite as curly as the fun font on this one. And there are also, there's a place for the date to go on the Focused one. When I use this, I just write the date underneath the day. The Focused one also has lines, I think, on each one of these days. This one is just blank, but it does have lines if you want to, you know, be able to write straight. I couldn't write straight to save my life, so that might be something I'd take a look at. And there are 2 4x9 list pads that, instead of the decorative elements here and the lines, they have check boxes and lines on the functional one. So all 3 of these can be replaced. They do sell replacement ones on the Erin Condren website. So again, this one is really cute. It's also available on the website. It's just not part of the Focus collection. But if you check that out, I'll have a link to this down in the description too. So again, that's the Padfolio 4-piece set. This, the maroon velvet pouch, very creative, right? No, this one's from last year's seasonal surprise box, and the Focus collection has some that are similar to this, only they're in charcoal and I think sapphire, kind of a navy blue color. So this is a good size for, you know, it's the size of a pencil. You can probably fit a very small handful of markers or pens in there, and they snap. They could not snap. What do? You stick the band around it. You can put this around your notebooks, your planners, your on-the-go folios, any of those things, or your notebooks if you want to just put pencils and pens if you're going to class and put that around there. So in the Focus collection, they have them in charcoal and sapphire. This gold metal ruler we'll bring out was part of one of last year's seasonal surprise boxes too. It's, you know, 6-inch, thin but sturdy enough that it's not going to snap on you. I like this for, you know, tearing washi tape. I don't actually use it to measure anything, but you certainly could. It has inches and centimeters and millimeters. And then this I think retails for $8. And then lastly, I brought these out earlier. I have the checklist and hourly washi tape. This might have been from the same box, but with the flexibility to customize the Focus planner, I think this would be a pretty good accessory. Let's leave this out here. Pretty good accessory to have with some of those if you're looking to add like a time slot or like to-do list or something. So there you can put your little to-do dots out there. And this runs, I believe, 5 a.m. to midnight, I think. Let's roll that out. 5 a.m. to, it has kind of gradient of different colors. So I think this might be handy. You might want to add that if you're using something that has some flexibility in terms of how you can customize it and how you want to use it. So that is all I have for today. There are links to all of these items mentioned down below in the description. And if you're new to Erin Condren and you want to save $10 off your first purchase, you might want to check out the referral link below. Hopefully you saw something you like and you'll check out the Focus collection. Again, there are links to all the things I talked about down below if you're interested in checking them out. So thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.